Creativity is an addiction. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut because we all make mistakes. So let's just go ahead and turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged.
Hey, it's Arroe, and this is vocal defrag. Vocal defragging is physically taking the time to ask yourself the questions. And then whatever you come up with an answer, question the answer. Because, it's so easy just to basically just say anything, just so something will get off your back. I said that. That's good enough. I'm okay with that. When in reality, no, you're not. Asking the questions, questioning the answers. I defrag in two different places. Inside a handwritten journal, which I've been doing since November of 2017. And I do a vocal defrag. And the reason for that is mainly because when you're writing, you don't hear pitch, volume, and tone. You don't hear the inflection coming out of my soul. What you see are words. And then therefore the reader, the one that's studying, they get their interpretation of what the defrag was all about. Defragging in a journal, and then I invite you. Use your smartphone for a tool. Don't just use it to watch videos or do some of that little vocalizing with another person on the camera. Use it as a tool to talk to yourself. Defrag. Vocal defragging. It's a great walk in life. Very interesting subject today. The subject is when you're not focusing on receiving. When you're not focusing on receiving. What's the next step? You know what came to me in my defrag journal today? 2 words. Let's go. When you're not focusing on receiving, let's go. The only time that we seem to be focused on receiving is when we've ordered something from Amazon or Instacart. Oh man, I can't wait till that stuff gets here. Oh man, my focus is on receiving all of that stuff. Yeah, but what about when you're receiving something in your heart or receiving something in your plan, the steps that you're growing forward with? Very rarely have I ever heard someone say, man, I just received this great idea. No, I always hear, hey, I got this idea. You got this idea? Oh, wow. Did you receive it? Or did you just personally come up with the idea? I came up with this idea. See, the thing is that the universe is constantly moving through us. I'm not going to turn this into a Jesus thing, but I just want to turn this into a personal thing. When you are not focused on receiving, what is your next plan? Most people set their lives aside. They set their dreams aside. Those things that you wanted to do, well, we'll get around to it. But you're not focused on it. So when you're not focused, what you should do is say, let's go. Because when you say, let's go, all of a sudden you have refocused your mind, your body, your soul, and you start working on what is moving through you. It's energy at all times. And the happiest thing about that is that 99.9% of the time, it isn't for you. What is moving through you is to help others. Because what's made your day a great day today came from other people. It moved through them to reach you. So when you're trying to find your focus, I do mine through a lot of writing, by asking questions and questioning answers. I do it by having conversations with people that I truly love. And you know what? I also get it from people I just met. Because what happens if the universe has made that happen for a reason, for a purpose, for a season? Not to bring more anxiety to your life, but to help the core of the community. We have totally forgotten that, hey, one of the reasons why we couldn't stand the COVID-19 lockdown was because we couldn't be with people. We were so upset we couldn't be with people. What do you mean we couldn't be with people? And then you put that mask on our face. People can't see my teeth. They can't see me smiling. I still need to be with people. And now that we don't have any of that, it's like we've taken our mind off from community. Those people that we know we need. And that's a big thought. What do you need? And what you do need is getting the proper focus. Are you giving it the focus that has the energy of creating change? Not just in your life, but in another person's life as well. I don't know why I was called to do this earlier today, but I did some research on what is a narcissist. Maybe it was a gut check. Maybe it was something that was saying, dude, you're really kind of coming across as a narcissist, where, you're a little upset that you're going into work an hour earlier and it's knocking you off balance and you don't feel good about going in an hour earlier because it's going to mean you got to put in 9 hours today rather than 8 hours. And, I think you're kind of being a narcissist. You're putting yourself ahead of everything. Well, in doing that research, that might be one of the things where I'm putting myself first. But when you start looking at everything else that a narcissist is, then you find yourself going, that's not me. That's not me. But there could be somebody listening right now that is struggling with such a feeling. The emotions of others that they're carrying, but they don't want to admit to it. Did you know that there is such a thing as a silent narcissist? Somebody who won't admit to it, but yet they carry everything that a narcissist is. See, when you start putting focus on things, you begin affecting other people. So when the focus isn't there, what are you going to do? Let's go. Let's find it. Do you think I really wanted to go to Google and look up the subject of what is a narcissist? No, I was horrified. I was horrified that I was going to see my picture there, right there. It used to be that way when I was growing up. My father would say, go look up such and such word. And he goes, if your picture's on there, then you're the one. You're the one, the definition of what that word means. And so that's been my whole entire life. It's like, okay, oh my God, why is this word even in my heart? Oh, please don't let my picture be there on Google.com. How many times during a day, a work day, just maybe a family day, do you find yourself out of focus? And you're just not in the mood. You're not feeling it, as I hear a lot of times. When you get into those mindsets, how do you get things done? How do you challenge yourself, motivate yourself? Because if you don't make a move of any type, then you're going to feel like crap in a couple of hours, if not right now. I work with a lot of people who use their out of focus times as being their greatest excuse as to why they want to go home early, or they're just not checking in and giving those guests that come into our store an opportunity to have an experience. I'm out of focus. I didn't get sleep last night. Man, I'm not eating right. My focus is just, it's gone. Well, go eat. You got a 15-minute break. Go close those eyes. Take that 15-minute break, man. Do a power nap. Get something going on here. Because getting connected with the community, remember, everything you do is for somebody else. It's moving through you. You can agree with that or you can disagree with it, but the seed has been planted. And what you do with that seed is going to determine where your focus is. When you've lost your focus, just go ahead and say it. Let's go. Because all of a sudden you're going to go where? How? Why? When? Let's do it. Let's go. Vocal defragging. Ask yourself the questions. Question the answers. Listen to your voice. Study your handwriting in a journal. Take note if it's messy or if it's pretty. See, there's all of these things that are constantly moving around you and through you. But sometimes you don't pay attention to the you that's in the mirror. I'm Arroe, and that's Vocal Defrag.